good to be back.
What is up guys, Bailey here, bringing you another Fallout 4 analysis and theory following the release of the new Fallout 4 launch trailer. Now most of the information you're going to hear in this video is my theory and mostly speculation, but this is heavily based from the recent Fallout 4 launch trailer. So for this video I wanted to talk about how the Institute are going to be the main enemy faction within Fallout 4 and the power they will be possessing on the Boston Wasteland. Now to begin, if you don't know who the Institute are, they are a mysterious organization within the Commonwealth that are known to possess advanced technology, including the ability to produce androids of a high enough quality to pass as humans. Now given from the Fallout 4 launch trailer, the Institute are a massive threat in the Boston Wasteland, with factions such as the Brotherhood of Steel struggling to neutralize them. Much of the dialogue in the recent trailer is mostly aimed towards the Institute and the power they have in the Wasteland. Now I'm going to go over some of the dialogue within the trailer now and analyze it, and most of this dialogue is aimed towards the Institute themselves.
I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man, even if that man is a synth?
Now from this question, you, the player, is asked this, and it causes a lot of controversial points and conflict. Now you, the player, can answer this given the options to this question, which will be more likely positive or negative replies. It seems from this first piece of dialogue that the Boston Wasteland is divided into two worlds, humans and synths. Now moving on to the next piece of dialogue within the trailer.
Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface.
From this, it's clear that the person speaking is a Brotherhood of Steel leader within the Boston Wasteland and is leading the operation to wipe out the Institute. He then follows and said it needs to be cut before it infects the surface, this meaning that the Institute needs to be wiped out before many synths are created, causing a huge divide in who is human and who is synth, which could lead to an all-out war. Which as a clip that is shown later in the trailer, we can see a hint of this already beginning.
They're the real enemy, not the Raiders, not the super mutants, not even those tools over in Diamond City.
Now this piece of dialogue from this girl says how strong and powerful the Institute are by comparing them to other strong factions within the Boston Wasteland. It seems like everyone is in fear of the Institute and no one can be trusted, causing divide within City, as he mentions about Diamond City.
Don't shoot! I swear I'm not a synth, for God's sakes, we're family!
Now this dialogue is very strong, showing that a group of Diamond City bodyguards are holding up a new family that has just entered Diamond City and interrogating them to gunpoint of whether or not they are synths. This could be part of the Institute's plan to use synths to enter cities to take out humans and restore it with synth leadership.
This is ridiculous. I want the truth, McDonald.
Now from this dialogue from Piper, it shows that there is a lot of conspiracy and the truth needs to be found out, and a lot of people are wanting it.
This campaign will be costly, but in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy, itself.
Now again back to the Brotherhood of Steel leader talking about the Institute again, mentioning how the campaign of neutralizing the Institute will be costly, such as they will lose a good few people fighting the Institute. And then him mentioning that humankind will be saving itself from its worst enemy itself, meaning that they will be saving themselves from the Institute, as the Institute leaders are humans themselves, which create these Sims to look like humans.
So where is it? Huh? This Institute. How do I get there?
From this dialogue, we can tell that the Institute are operating from unknown areas and no one knows of their location or where it could be. This adding more tension and conspiracy of who is behind the Institute. Could there be a faction hiding themselves, or could the Institute be more than the Boston Wasteland can anticipate? As well as your character from this dialogue, he is feeling very focused and find the Institute himself.
Haven't you been paying attention? You don't find the Institute. The Institute finds you.
From this final piece of dialogue about the Institute, it speaks of that you don't find the Institute finds you. This could mean a lot of things, such as the Institute are kidnapping humans and performing experiments on them to make their synths much more human-like, or they are extracting information from these humans who are important within the Wasteland. Now that is all the information I can analyze upon the Fallout 4 launch trailer about the Institute, but from this information we can tell that the Institute within the Boston Wasteland are a very strong faction and one of the strongest ever, and it is causing conflicts in cities and humans across it. We can also tell that the main storyline will be about the Institute, and there will be a lot of hard decisions to make as the player. With that being said, that concludes my video. What are your thoughts on the Institute and their force in the Boston Wasteland? Let me know in the comment section below, and also be sure to hit that like button, and to keep updates of Fallout 4, be sure to be subscribed. And guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.